I don't know how to start this video, so let's just start it. If you've been following along with my journey, know anything about my journey, I lost, at the most I ever lost was 50 pounds, like over 50 pounds, like 52 pounds down. That was November 2022. In the last like year, from like May 2023 to about now, I have put on back like between like, let's just say 13 to 15 pounds. Obviously weight fluctuates. I've kind of stayed there. I have had periods where I've dropped a little. I've had periods when I've gone up a little. Like, you know, weight is not like a set point. Throughout then, I have been trying to be back on track, to do what I like to do, to be in my routine, be in my calorie deficit, trying to finish my weight loss journey. And honestly, since May of 2023, it hasn't been clicking, which is ironic because this is when I started that channel, and I thought that starting this channel would help ignite that fire back within me, right? Because I lost a good bit of weight, like my final like pounds I was trying to lose, plus like a little more that I wanted to lose eventually, by doing weight loss vlogs on my primary channel, Plantfully Based. So I was like, I'm just gonna make a second channel and dedicate it all to weight loss and protein eating and stuff, because that's what I'm very passionate about now. Fall came, I got a little bit back on track, and then I got off, and then I moved in with my boyfriend like end of fall, early winter, and you know, January came, New Year. I'm like, okay, that's it. And I did okay in January. I didn't do my best. And then I don't know what happened, but about like 2 weeks ago, I just felt super motivated, and I've been doing really well. And I think all this to say that weight loss, this weight loss journey, you have these moments of super high, intense motivation, and you have moments of not being motivated. I've been on a weight loss journey since 2019. So it is not sustainable for me, right, to constantly feel 100% motivated, to constantly be eating in a calorie deficit, right? Like, that's just not how the human body works. That's not how life works. I told you guys in an earlier video from this year, like, I want to be done losing weight this year. I really want to be done with it. I'm tired of being on a weight loss journey. I think, unfortunately, a lot of us struggle with our weight our whole lives. You know, I can remember being as young as 15, 14, 15, talking to my friends about the grapefruit diet. I'm 31. I'm tired of weight loss being my goal. And it's not so much that I want to just be like a smaller person. It is that I want to have fat loss, which I guess in essence doesn't necessarily need to translate to weight loss, right? That could be body recomposition. But I also am carrying some extra pounds that I would like to lose as well. And I know that I need to lose some pounds. I'm only 5'3". I'm not like super tall. So all this to say, I've been out of it since about May 2023. I've had moments of trying to be back on track. I've had moments of trying to be consistent, but I have not felt this sort of revitalization of energy and motivation that I'm feeling currently right now. All that to say, I still worked out 5-6 times a week. I still maintained my 40 pound weight loss. It's not like I gained back, the 40 pounds I lost. It's just that I was at a super low in November of 2022, and I just wish I kept going lower from that point instead of slowly letting the weight gain back on. And something that has been particularly motivating for me right now is I watch this TikToker. Her name is Kenzie Vance, and she's a bodybuilder. I love her. She's like so funny, straightforward, awesome. Not a vegan or anything, but she just cracks me up. And obviously I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder either, but she talked about something recently in a TikTok that said like, you need to be checking off your boxes every day. And basically what that means is like, you have to have your non-negotiables for every day to see progress. And it's like, how can you expect to see progress if you're not checking off your boxes every day? And I was like, yeah, it's so simple. And I get that, but I haven't been checking off my boxes, right? So she listed out what her boxes are. So I'll tell you mine. So I have 4 boxes. That's it. One little checklist on my phone every day to just check off. I am very good at checking off lists. I like that. I like visualizing like that. So 2 blue water bottles. I just use a big blue water bottle. It's like 32 fluid ounces. So 64 fluid ounces. Eat 1580 to 1630 calories. That's my own personal deficit. I like to keep a range. If I do happen to go up, 1650, 1660, the world isn't going to end. It'll be fine. I'm just trying to eat in a slightly lower deficit right now. I have been eating in a deficit, for a long time. Like, I kind of know what works well for my body. And like I said earlier, I'm 5'3". I'm not that tall. I do work out a lot, but I can function pretty well on like 1600 calories. I don't feel cranky. I don't feel irritable. I don't feel super hungry. I eat a lot of fiber. I eat a lot of protein. So because of how I eat and drinking a lot of water, I don't feel like, oh my goodness, I'm so hungry. Everybody's calorie deficits are different. And like, it could be the kind of thing where maybe, yes, if I bumped it up to 1700 calories, I could still be losing weight, but maybe I'm just losing it a little bit faster at the lower calorie deficit range. Next one is 20 minutes of cardio every day. So I work out about 6 times a week. I basically just changed my split recently because I do love weightlifting, but I just know that my body responds better to cardio. So I'm currently doing, Monday is a cardio day. That's like an hour of cardio, any cardio I want. Tuesday is lower body day. Wednesday is a cardio day. Thursday is upper body day. Friday is my long run. That's 6+ miles. Saturday is either a rest day or I will do easy walking and yoga. And then if I do that, then Sunday's the rest day or flip-flop them. So definitely one big rest day per week with one like active recovery day, yoga, stretching, stuff like that, where I'm not like doing anything too intense. So the 20 minutes of cardio every day comes into play in that when on those days when I'm weightlifting, to make sure I'm getting a 20-minute cardio session after that. Again, it doesn't have to be super high intensity. It's just that I'm walking on a treadmill for 20 minutes, doing the Stairmaster for 20 minutes. On my like rest day, we usually end up like on the weekends, you know, we go to a little town, we do something. So I'm usually walking, cleaning the house. So I count that like as my cardio. Basically just like move your body in some way, shape, or form. Everyone has different opinions on like rest days maybe, but like I think like to say like I just would sit here all day would just be ridiculous. I can't sit still like that. The last thing is 100 grams of protein every day. I typically get more than that. I typically get 110 to 120 grams, but because sometimes on those days when I'm eating closer to like 1580 to 1590 calories, sometimes I'm only hitting like 104, 105 grams of protein. So instead of like getting so hung up and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't hit my protein goals of 110 grams and I just burp, sorry, I had a poppy before. You know, instead of being like, oh my gosh, I'm 5 grams lower than I should be, it's 100 grams of protein. Awesome, good job, you did it, like whatever. So checking off those boxes every day has been very helpful. And the other thing that I'm doing is I am tracking my weight every single day. For some people that may not be helpful. For me it is, because I like to see the trends and I'm somebody who like, you know, I think it helps me to know where I'm sitting at every day. I'm at the point where I'm okay. Like I know the scale is going to fluctuate, you know, obviously I want it to go down, but as long as the trend is down, that's all that matters. So every day I weigh myself by like 9 o'clock, 9:30. Typically after I have gone to the bathroom, I have worked out. As long as you're staying consistent in the time you're taking your weight, that's all that matters, like the consistent and the variables. Like, so like if I woke up at 7 o'clock and weighed myself, and then the next day I ran 6 miles and weighed myself, and then the next day after that, I didn't weigh myself till 4 o'clock at night, right? Like we'd be all over the place. But like, I try to take it at the same time, every day, under the same conditions. So we're tracking it that way. I am hoping that I can maintain what I'm doing right now. I can, because it's sustainable. I'm not doing anything that is crazy for me and abnormal for me, because I've spent years working out and doing this. But at the same time, you know, I got off track. But like I said, like I never stopped doing my workouts, and it was more so the eating that I stopped holding myself accountable, and not just like, oh, like I ate a few extra 100 calories here and there. It was just like, oh, I'm eating out a lot more, or like we would get bagels and maybe I would have 2 bagels, you know, like it's just things like that, which isn't necessarily bad to do once in a while. It was that I started to make it too much of a habit. Good morning. The kitchen is a mess. Don't mind me. I'm a mess. I woke up, I went to the gym, I did my 6 miles. I got them in under an hour. I got it at 59. I think it was 18. So that was awesome. I haven't done that in a while. And then there's like a cool little health food store, which kind of reminds me of Whole Foods, which is great because I don't have a Whole Foods by me anymore. And this store has a lot of good stuff. So I stopped in real quick just to grab a few things. I'll show you what I got. The Bjorn corn, my friend Shakayla put me on this. She puts me on so many things. Like whenever she shares stuff, I'm like, I know I'm going to like it because she likes it. And she talked about the Bjorn corn one day and I saw it and I was like, all right, let me try it. I got the spicy one. It's so good. I wasn't crazy about the maple one, and I haven't tried the regular one. I just tried the spicy one, but delicious. This is like not a grocery haul in any way, shape, or form. I'm just showing you a few things I grabbed. The Eve's veggie pepperoni. This is so good. I got my lupini beans. They have another kind of lupini bean that I've never seen before. These Calabrian chili ones, which I love anything spicy, so I'm all for it. The Better Bagel. If you follow me on Plantfully Francesca Instagram, you know I tried a few Better Bagel things. I tried the Better Bagel chocolate chip bagel. I tried this one. Whoa, the sun just came in. I tried the brioche roll, and I tried the Hawaiian roll. So far, the only thing that I've like truly loved that I've been constantly rebuying are the Everything bagels. I think they're really good. Other than that, I bought the chocolate chip one twice, and they were fine, but I had to put like some agave on it to give it more sweetness, and it wasn't really sweet enough for me. Kite Hill Greek style yogurt. Oh, I found these. I thought these looked good. Dilly beans. They're just like pickled string beans. So I love string beans and I love pickles. Yum. And then I needed some like Light Life turkey. I really wanted the tofurkey one, but they didn't have it, so I settled for the Light Life one. And that's it. I just literally grabbed a few things. A few weeks ago, they had these awesome heirloom tomatoes. Oh my god, they were so good. So I did my weigh-in after my run. So from last week to this week, I am down 0.4 pounds, which is good. I'll take it. It's gonna like do my day. I have a phone call at 11, so that's in an hour. So I'm gonna make something really quick and yummy for breakfast. I already know what I want. I want a better bagel with hummus and some yogurt with these syrupy strawberries that I made for Valentine's Day. They were so good. They were so easy. So I'll show you breakfast, and that's it. Good morning. It is Sunday, and yesterday we had some things to do, and then I cleaned the house. Like I had some cleaning to do, laundry, stuff like that. And then we went to dinner last night. Something I'm trying to do to like kind of keep things in balance is like once a week I'm cool with going out to eat, like whether that's lunch or dinner. Sometimes we go out with my boyfriend's family, sometimes my boyfriend and I go try a new restaurant. So, you know, kind of giving myself that one meal to eat out. I saw a restaurant actually when we were driving last week. Yeah, last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever. And I was like, oh, that place looks so cute. And then I Googled the menu and they had good food. And I got like a really awesome buffalo cauliflower wings and a kale Caesar salad. So that was yummy. And then it was so funny because I wanted dessert. They had a vegan salted caramel espresso panna cotta on the menu. I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, I need that. And then she comes by with the dessert. And there was like 3 things on the dessert. It was like banana pudding, chocolate chip cookies, and that vegan dessert. She goes, where are the panna cotta? I was like, okay. And then it was so funny because I said to my boyfriend, because it was so early. We were done with dinner at like 7:30. It's great. And I was like, oh, I really wanted like dessert. He's like, do you want to go somewhere else? So then we tried to stop one other place, and they had like vegan baked goods, but it kind of looked like stuff that had sat out all day, and I was like, well, what am I going to spend like $8 for? So I actually came home, made a little ice cream sundae, and that was satisfying, filled my sweet tooth. And then I woke up today and I weighed myself, and my weight is lower than like it's been all week. So that's why I kind of like weighing myself every day under the like similar conditions. The only thing is that I just didn't work out today yet, but I try to weigh myself around the same time every day, and just to see, because it is very interesting. And I'm going to make my breakfast. I have these English muffins, and it's weird, they smell fine, they're squishy, they're soft, but like the Best By date was February 1st and today is February 18th, but I don't know, they look good. So make a little breakfast sandwich. I have folded just egg, vegan turkey. I like the tofurkey brand better, but they didn't have it. And I also want to like use today to kind of maybe like, oh, and I'm going to do some vegan cheese, to like, I want to make like a soup, like a slow cooker soup. We'll do that after. And then I have like a lot of stuff in the fridge I want to go through. I maybe want to like meal prep my vegan tofu feta and my vegan tofu turkey slices. I don't know, I'm going to see. But I'm also making 3 salad recipes this week for YouTube for the other channel. So then it's like I end up with so much food. So if I do like the soup plus the turkey plus the feta plus all those salads, it's like a lot of food that I don't want to go to waste. I'll show you my favorite way to make the vegan just egg now. I showed you guys another video, but I'll show you again. So you need some sort of a basket steamer situation. I'm gonna put a little bit of water into the bottom of the pan. Not too much, just like enough to cover it. Then we'll put our little basket in here. I'm just going to spray the basket because I'm always worried that the just egg is gonna stick. Pop that on. Pop this lid on. Into the stove, let it steam on like a medium heat for like 3 to 5 minutes before flipping. While that steams up, I'm gonna make like the rest of everything. So I measured out, I have 3 pieces of the turkey, half a piece of the cheese. I weighed the English muffin and I put that into Chronometer. I'm gonna do some fruit on the side because I'm gonna work out after this, so we definitely want some nice carbies to give me energy. I normally do work out before breakfast, but it's the weekend, so like whatever. I just wanted to take a slow morning. I definitely go through phases with bananas. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. I'm gonna do 40 grams of blueberries. Breakfast is always like usually really strong start, and then towards the end of the day I'm just like tofu and frozen broccoli. Perfect. So I flipped it, and then I'm just gonna also throw my vegan cheese on there because vegan cheese melts really good when it's steamed, so I'll throw that on there too. Alright, Woo! Ristini in here. I'm going to put, oh my gosh, everything's slipping. I'm going to put my English muffin down. Then I'm going to put my little pieces of vegan turkey. Then plop that on there. Okay, see how good that vegan cheese melts? Then I'm going to put this on. And then I'm going to put the top on, and I'm going to just bring this back to the stove and let it just sit. The stove is off, but just so it kind of warms and softens everything. And yeah, looks super yummy. There's our little breakfast. 399 calories, 24 grams of protein, 51 carb, 13 grams of fat. So that's a perfect breakfast. I encourage you to, you know, if you're somebody who like really, like you're like, oh, I really need a recipe, like start with making soups. Soups you literally don't need any recipe for. I just found random stuff in my fridge and we're making a soup out of it. Like, you definitely don't need a recipe for soups. So start, like, you know, making your own stuff if you've been scared of cooking. Well, I just wanted to cut off some of that dried part. So then I'll weigh this on the scale right here. And that's 65 grams. And then I put that into, I have to like start it, but I make a recipe on Chronometer. So like you could see in here, I have all these like custom recipes. So then you just go to create a recipe and then you just kind of start to enter in. So I always just put the date. So I do soup. Today's the 18th, 2/18/24. So that way like I could find it easily. Onion. And then I just pick, it's like white, yellow, red, or raw. 65 grams. Okay, cool. Part of the zucchini is a little squishy, so we'll cut that off. Weigh out the zucchini. 143 grams. He gets added into the recipe. It's so, it's simple. It's a little bit annoying to do, but it's not a hard thing to do. Somebody had commented on my other YouTube channel, like, wow, your knife skills really need work, but I guess it's okay because you're a home chef. And I was like, you're blocked. That's what that comes down to. Because, like, it's just unnecessary. Like, I'm not claiming to be a professional chef. I am a home cook. And I just don't want the butt. And, like, it's so unnecessary. Next up, we'll get the tomatoes. So with this, I take it on the scale in the cart, right? Put it on. Then we hit the clear out button. I'll throw in these tomatoes. And then whatever number that says on the scale, it says negative 82. We used 82 grams of tomatoes. The tomato will also cook down and like make it like a nice flavor. We're gonna do some garlic. And then should I make my tofu feta? That recipe is so freaking good, and it is just all protein because it's just tofu. I feel like I should. Because it's also like a 2-day process, so I have to start the brine at least today, and then I can marinate it tomorrow. Okay. Garlic, 12 grams. Sometimes I count the garlic precisely, sometimes I don't. Like, listen, garlic isn't making you gain weight. If garlic is making you gain weight, then we have a problem. For the sausage, I think this is like the apple one, so it's kind of a little bit of a weird flavor in there maybe, but whatever. Whatever, I don't care, it's my soup. I always buy the field roast sausages, and then there's always like one that just gets left behind. Like, I just forget about it, so. I wish I had brown lentils for this, because I think they would make more sense, but I guess I used all my brown lentils. I thought I bought more. I don't know. I can't find them anywhere, but I found the reds. I'm going to pop it on the scale, clear it out again. I'll just sprinkle some in. And that comes out to 114 grams. I feel like I always just have some sort of a green in the fridge, you know, whether it's spinach, kale, something, so it's always good to throw that in. I love cabbage in soups, though. It's so good. Everything is in here. I'm now just going to add in a scoop of the bouillons. The bouillon family. This is 10 grams of that. This is like a super concentrated paste. So if you've never used it, you don't need a lot of it. Yeah, I don't usually like Italian herb blends of things because It's usually very heavy on like oregano, which I don't love oregano. I know it's probably a bad thing for me to say as an Italian, but I think it'll work well with this soup. So I gotta find ways to use it. That was 10 grams of that. So 10 grams of both of them. Again, I just kind of do enough to cover everything. We can always add in more water. I want to say maybe this is like 3 cups. I'll add in a little bit more. And that's it. I'll slow cook it. Let's see, it's 10 o'clock. So if I slow cook it on low for 8 hours, so this will be ready for dinner tonight. We're going to the gym. I'm actually started reading while I'm at the gym, which is not something I've ever done before. I always watched TV shows while I worked out, but right now I have no shows that I'm watching and nothing that's interesting me. That I'm like, oh, I can't like wait to get to the gym to watch this. I need to find something new. But I tried reading one day and I liked it at the gym. I love to read, but I just never like put reading and cardio together. Obviously it can't be like sprinting and reading a book, but for what I'm going to do today, it's fine. And my goal this year is to read 41 books. So that's like between 3 to 4 books a month. It's a good way to like help me get both goals. Currently I'm reading this. It's called Let the Right One In. It is a book originally by a Swedish author. It's been translated to English. This is definitely a nice, thick, dense book. It's 472 pages. And yeah, this is gonna like probably take me through the end of February because I like need time reading it. It's good so far. It's supposed to be like a horror book. I don't know. I mean, it's been fine so far. It's about vampires. I don't think I'm ruining that because it's a book that's been out for a while and it's like a TV show and stuff. So yeah. So this is my 8th book of the year. I did 5 in January, 3 in February. February is a short month, you know. Go to the gym, do some stuff. Then I guess I'll see you guys at lunchtime. And that'll be that. I'm home from the gym. I'm feeling pretty hungry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make lunch. First things first, I had made a salad on Valentine's Day, and this was what was left. It's actually kind of a lot because I was the only one who ended up eating it. So I'm gonna use that as my salad base. There's like olives and cucumbers in here. So I'll just try to pick out some of the olives so I can kind of get a accurate measurement of those. But like a salad is a salad. I'll live. And these are also sliced olives, so they're just like the tiniest little bit of olive. And I'll just kind of like account for some amount of cucumber in there. Dump this in. So this is saying 274 right now. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into my chronometer. I'm going to say the bulk of this is romaine lettuce. So we will say this is 225 of romaine. We'll say this is carrots, maybe 30, cucumbers, we'll say about 40, and then we'll clear this out, add those olives. I have Abbott's Butcher vegan ground beef. It's kind of, let's see how much this is. It's kind of a lot. I might not use all of it. I didn't know how much it was, so I wanted to weigh it. The Abbott's Butcher vegan ground beef is so good, by the way. Yeah, 174 is like way too much. Okay, we'll do 100 grams. Then I want to do some corn because I love corn. So I'm going to add in a little bit of frozen corn. And I'm going to pop this in the microwave to warm it up. I have one of my Joseph's wraps left. This is a really good source of protein and fiber and stuff. So I think I'm just going to, well, I'll weigh it first. I was going to have it on the side, but maybe I will just cut it up. I could definitely like crisp these up in a pan. This is like partly stale over here. Maybe I won't use this part. We won't use this part. It's like a little bit hard. Yeah, I definitely could have like crisped these up like in the oven or the air fryer, but I'm just feeling lazy, so. Some salsa, just some plain generic salsa. Dollop in the middle. I don't really do a dressing. I just do salsa and vegan Greek yogurt. And then when it mixes all together, it makes like a dressing. I've been using the Kite Hill Greek yogurt for this. We'll do 30 grams of this. You can get with this or you can get with that. And then just because I'm trying to make it look pretty, we will do the vegan ground beef here. Oh my gosh, that's hot. Oh. Gonna add in some vegan cheese. And then I need a fun beverage. We'll do a poppy. And there you go. Look at this beautiful taco salad. Also, I did want to show you the soup real quick. What's going on in there? So it's looking good. I started to squish some of the tomatoes because once they get soft, I like to squish them. I'll taste it later before I eat it, and I'll see what I want to add in. It needs more like salt or flavor or anything like that. A little later in the day, I made a little snack plate. And sometimes I have a little snack plate like this. Sometimes I have a koi. It depends. But I use the Eve's veggie pepperoni. We use some Bjorn corn, the Brahmi lupini beans, and I use those little dilly beans. These were really good. And yeah, I just had like a yummy little delicious snack plate. This Bjorn corn is so freaking good. I hate that I like it. Okay, so it is almost dinner time, and this is done cooking. It smells so good. It's almost turned into like a stew. Like, it's really thick and delicious looking, and I'm excited to have it for dinner. For my dessert, I took some Silk vanilla yogurt. I made my syrupy strawberries again. I put some Catalina Crunch on there. So good. It just tastes absolutely delicious. We're ending this vlog where we started this vlog, at my desk. Today is Monday, and it's like about midday. About 2:40 right now. I went to the gym this morning. I did a run. Something I've been doing on the Mondays is I like to do like a Peloton class, like a Peloton app class. So I will do a Peloton run then. Hi, Trooper. Trooper came over to say hi. He's my boyfriend's dog, but now that we live together, I guess he's kind of my dog too, right? He's like a mix of a lab and a German shepherd. So he's funny because he's like height with me when he comes over. You know, like I'm used to Belle and Roxy. They're like that big. Anyway, so I did my run. I just did an hour of cardio this morning, came home, made a little protein shake, and then I filmed a YouTube video for the other channel. He's chasing his tail. Hopefully you can't hear him too much. And I had my taco salad, and that's it. And I wanted to wrap up this video here. I will keep doing these little vlogs and keep you updated on how the weight loss is going. And that's it, you know, I just have to maintain what I'm doing. Maintain this feeling of discipline that I feel, and maintain what I'm doing to sustain this. I'm starting something new that I will tell you in the next video what I'm doing to also like kind of track things and keep accountability and stuff. But you know, overall I'm doing good, and it just takes time, and it just takes, you know, consistency. That's it. That's the worst part about weight loss, is it truly takes so much time. Right, Trooper? You don't have to worry about that because you're a doggy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye!